Here we go with the next part of our swirl technique tutorials, and this one is the in-the-pot swirl. So what I'm doing here is I've made up my batter, and now what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to pour from my various greens into my standard batter colour. So what I've done is taken some batter and I'm just pouring each of the colours into this main bowl here. And what we'll do is we'll give it a little bit of a stir. The white was getting a little bit thick on me here. You can see it's just starting to thicken up. So we're going to take a stick or just a tool in a second, and we're going to give a very quick stir into that. It's going to basically stir up the batter that's in there, and then we're going to pour that into the mould. And the idea behind this is that as you pour that into the mould, you're just going to get this lovely swirl. So that filled up about halfway into the mould. And I was like, well, what are we going to do now? Because the white was actually starting to thicken up on us a little bit here. So taking the white, and I'm actually going to pour the greens now into the white. So we've got a little bit more of a kind of additional swirl going on top of the first one. So this is going to be like a in-the-pot swirl on an in-the-pot swirl with some topping on it, basically. So again, done those two. I'm going to take a swirler here, give it a quick swirl into there, and then we're going to pour this on the top of what we've just done. And as you can see, it's thickened up rather. So we're just going to kind of get this on the top. Now you could go through the mould here and you could give some swirls through the two layers that you've got, but I wanted to keep this kind of layered and see what happened. Again, I'm experimenting with what's happening to the batters and just kind of giving it a real kind of go and seeing how things happen. I've used a non-accelerating fragrance in this, which is the kind of green Irish tweed, which is from, I believe, Craftovator in the UK. And we're just going to scrape out all of our little bits of batter here. Waste not, want not, as we always say. Batter in soap is quite expensive. So what we're going to do is just make sure we get every last little bit of this batter out of here. So that's what we're going to go pop into the top. And then for the last little bit, you can still see I've got a couple of greens left there. I'm just going to get those onto the top of the bar as a topping. So we pop those two in and we'll just scrape them onto the top. So let's just speed up this last little bit while we put the two coloured sections on the top, and we'll come back for the cut. So we're just going to get the very, very last little bit of our batter into the top of this soap here. And then we're just going to texture the top. So I've given it about 10 or 15 minutes. I've just let everything firm up. I'm just going through it with a little, this is actually just a measuring spoon. And I'm going to texture the top of it. So we get a little bit more interest in the top. And you can just see here that it's one colour. So this is not a particularly difficult top. We're not swirling the top. We're just trying to give it a little bit of texture on the top, which is then going to make the bar seem a little bit more interesting on the top, but really our focus is going to be on that colour in the bottom. And here we are, we're going to cut this soap now and see what we've got inside. So I'm just going to remove the outside silicone layer from this, just give it a nice tug on each end. You want to release the vacuum that's been created within this by just kind of giving it a nice old tug. And then we'll get this silicone off and cut this in two bars. So using the sodium lactate within this bar, you can see that I get a nice crisp corner and everything's looking really neat and tidy. Let's get this tidied away, pop that back into there and give it a quick rinse out with some isopropyl alcohol. And there we go. So you can see there we've got a really nice sides. It's nice and shiny. If you've got like 4 layers within that one as well. So this is kind of a in-the-pot swirl with an in-the-pot swirl on top of it, and then 2 layers just using up the rest of the batter. So let's pop this into here. And then we're just going to push nice and slowly through the bar, just making sure that we're not going to not going to snap any of our wires. Excuse the head there. Just nice and slowly, nice and gently pushing through, nice even pressure. What I don't want to do is push it through too quickly to break it, but I also don't want to push it through too slowly, ending up with kind of like stuttering marks through the soap. And there we go, we're through. Let's just get rid of these end pieces, pop them over there, and then we'll take a look at what this soap looks like in the middle. One from the middle here, and there we go. So look, we've got some really nice swirls and stuff going on. We've got the ordinary batter colour, and then we've got the 3 greens that we used within it. We've got some really nice colour contrast within this bar. Let's take a look at these last 2 here, and there we go. We've got those beautiful swirls in that soap. Thanks for joining us for this swirl tutorial. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and also click the bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded. Thanks guys, and we'll see you again soon.